thing I noticed, it was a very broad answer and it sort of led off into all sorts of different questions. But one thing I noticed about your cricket career was during that 1 year in FC South, when you completely took a break from writing and you were doing entirely video reviews. You were doing it purely video, and I sort of assumed that you didn't have a lot of time to write it down, and it was a lot more impromptu. How did you transition from that year, which was sort of like you could say a break from writing for you, except maybe that Sanjay Leela Bhansali article that you wrote, and then you came back to Galata, and then you started writing again. You started writing more praised reviews. Did you have some trouble say, to come back to writing?
No, I needed that break because I was just uh there were some things going on, like in terms of what my job description was,
Yeah,
and I think it was proving to be too much to uh it's much more relaxed now,
yeah,
because the pressure of being the first on as early as possible with a video review or whatever it is
yeah,
meant that thing. And I was also trying out a format where I just jot down points instead of writing a review
yeah,
and kind of riff off it.
yeah,
But then I came back to this to the thing that, see, anyway, people are not going to watch more than 3 or 4 minutes of anything, right? It's
yeah,
like it's whatever it is. It's only the diehard fans and people who are really interested in cinema that keep watching the whole thing. Otherwise, people
yeah,
watch for 2 3 minutes.
yeah,
So now I've evolved a format where I kind of give as much as the meat as possible in the first few minutes.
yeah,
And then, see, these are learnings along the way, because
yeah,
when you're in print, you don't know how video works, right? You just think you put out a 20-minute video or a 40-minute video or something, and people are watching. Oh my God, each click means that they, no, each click just means that they clicked once and they could
yeah,
have clicked 20 seconds after watching you, they could have clicked to something else, right? So
yeah.
you don't know that. So all these learnings kind of played a big part in what I did. But coming back to writing was not difficult at all, because that's still what I do. I do admit that for a person that's naturally introverted, I'm not just surprised but shocked at how easy I've become at conversing with how easy it's become to converse with people that I don't even know.
Yeah,
Probably because the arena is defined. You it's all cinema, so you kind
yeah,
of that probably becomes the thing. But
yeah,
it's not something that I would have thought myself as being good at or recognized for.
yeah,
And yeah, that's been a very interesting discovery about me.
yeah. And your writing, another thing that's changed, or I think the size has come down, even of the written reviews. Earlier, you look at something that you wrote for the Hindu or for the New Indian Express. Some of your reviews for, say, Tamasha or Highway, they were 2,000 word, they were long essays. I don't think you can even call them reviews. So I think that's come down because of audience span, right?
Right, but you still find, see, the thing is, if the movie really moves me, for instance,
Yeah.
there are movies that I've written 1,300, 1,500 words for, even of late.
Nanpakal Nirathunayakam.
Maybe, yeah. So the
Yeah.
movie has to kind of really, so even those times, it's not like every review was so big. I've even written the 2 paragraph reviews of movies that didn't work for me at all.
Hmm.
It's just that the movie has to give you enough meat to chew on,
Right.
and then your review becomes that much more. You want to take your time working on that.
Yeah.
Uh, I've also kind of gotten to a fact where I'm a little more confident, because earlier I used to, let's say I want to prove that the cinematography is good, I would
Okay.
probably give 5 examples.
Right.
Now I give probably 1 or 2 examples. I don't
Yeah.
have to list all the five. It's also that you become a little more secure. You don't have to impress people with your knowledge or whatever it is. That becomes easier. So I think all this comes with time and age and all these other things. So
Yeah.
I think that's interesting. Again, so a lot of the older reviews, if you notice, like I remember Omkara, for instance,
Which won you the
there's a lot
national
of
award?
detail.
I think that was the
I
one
don't know.
that.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know which one, but
Yeah.
But actually, you should just discount the national award. It's just so long back; it's not a part of my history right now. So, uh, uh, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, with
I'd
Omkar, I
probably
remember
write it very differently
with Omkar, I remember
because
you
I was
said,
writing those reviews
yeah,
for a print readership.
yeah,
Whereas now I'm writing for a readership that is more video oriented.
yeah,
And the print readers are fewer, which doesn't mean that, like you said, the Nanpagal review is probably a long one.
yeah,
Uh, but I found that the length of the review does not matter as long as you convey the points
yeah.
that you want to convey. And if a film gives you more points, then your reviews become longer.